So in this video here, we're going to be talking about how to invest your first $100. Now, if you guys are not familiar with who I am, I'd be surprised if you are, because this is a very, very basic and beginner video to investing. I have a whole YouTube channel dedicated to investing, personal finance, and the stock market. So if you guys are interested in those topics, don't forget to hit subscribe. But in this video today, we're going to be talking about how to start investing with your first $100. Now, as I'm sure you guys can guess, that is what I believe to be the point where you can begin to start investing. There are options where you could invest less than $100, but I think it's worthwhile to save up $100 before you begin investing in anything out there. Now, believe it or not, this is actually a lot better than it used to be, because traditionally you'd have to invest probably $1,000 or more to get started with any kind of investment that's going to be worthwhile. And this is still a very common misconception out there that you need thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars to have any kind of investment. Now, this is true for some of these old school investments like a financial advisor or investing in an online discount brokerage account where they have minimum account balances, or investing in a mutual fund. There are going to be limitations, and you might need to have net worth requirements to work with a financial advisor, or a minimum account balance to open up a brokerage account or to invest through a mutual fund. But there are some new high-tech options out there that allow people to invest with much smaller amounts of money. And that's really what we're going to focus on with this video, because we're going to be investing just $100. And what's really exciting to me is that while this might seem insignificant to you, it might seem insignificant to invest $100, you're making the decision to begin investing, and this is what's going to start to get the ball rolling. You're going to invest your $100, you're going to learn more about this, you're going to get excited about investing, and then you're going to continue to do this and build up a portfolio for yourself and have stock market investments. And be part of the group of people that are saving for the future and investing and really, preparing yourself for what's ahead. So we're going to go over 3 ways that you can invest your first $100, starting with number 1, which is to invest with a robo-advisor. So traditionally, if you wanted somebody to give you guidance on what you should be doing with your money, you would go talk to a financial advisor. But I'll tell you this right now, if you contact a financial advisor or you go into their office and you say, I have $100 to invest, they're going to walk you right out the door. There may be some that will take you on as a client, but you have to understand that that's because they think maybe down the road you're going to have some more money to invest with them. Let's say a financial advisor makes about 1% of what you deposit with them. If you work with an in-person financial advisor and you invest $100, they're going to make $1 per year pretty much on the balance of your account. They're going to make about $1 to work with you to do all the paperwork to manage your money, so it's just not worth it for a financial advisor to take on an account with $100. However, robo-advisors have really disrupted the financial advisor industry because of the fact that they've automated this entire process, and they use algorithms to figure out what you should be investing in based on your age, based on your goals, based on your risk tolerance. So with a robo-advisor, you go on the site, you take a survey, you tell them what you're saving for, how old you are, how much you're making, all these different factors, and they will actually build a plan for you based on these factors, but it's all being handled by the algorithm, meaning it is extremely inexpensive and they can take on much smaller accounts. So the leading robo-advisor out there is Betterment, and Betterment charges a 0.25% annual fee, which is going to be much lower than what you would pay for an in-person financial advisor. Usually with an in-person financial advisor, it's about a 1% fee, Betterment being a 0.25%, and that is what you are paying them in exchange for managing your money and basically facilitating this whole process of rebalancing your portfolio, which is something you don't really have to worry about now, but you should learn more about that down the road once you invest more money and you get more into the realm of investing. But Betterment is the leading robo-advisor out there. You can invest with them with $100 or even less if you want to get started. And the reason they can take you on is because of the fact that they have a very lean business model. It's all technology and algorithm based. And as a result, they can work with very small accounts and you will be able to get guidance on what it is that you are doing with your money. So if you're not quite sure what you should be investing in and you want a tailored plan for you, your best bet is to go through a robo-advisor like Betterment. And if you guys are interested in signing up with Betterment, there is a link in the description below. It is an affiliate link. You do not have to use it, but if you do, it helps to support my channel and allows me to make more videos like this. Okay, the second way that you can invest $100 is to be more active with your investments and pick your own individual stocks or individual investments. Now, like we said, traditionally, if you wanted to do this, you would have to open up an account with an online discount broker. And the first one that I opened an account with was Scottrade. It was a $500 minimum account balance, and I was paying $7 per trade. So just to get started, you'd have to have at least $500, and that commission cost with the trading would really eat into your profits. So on a $100 investment, my buy order would cost me $7, my sell order would cost me $7. So I was in the whole $14 on that $100 investment, and that was not a good position to be in because the commission costs were eating up any return I would possibly see on that stock. Well, luckily, the options are a lot better now. There are many free options out there when it comes to investing in the stock market. One of the most popular options being Robinhood, where they have a $0 minimum account balance and $0 in commission costs. So with Robinhood and other free trading apps out there, you can invest in thousands of different stocks. Typically, it's stocks on the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ, and there are thousands of different companies that you can choose from. But there is one problem that we run into here when you're looking at Robinhood, and that is the fact that you can only buy whole shares of the stock. So if you guys are not familiar, there are stocks out there like Amazon and Google that trade at a very high share price. If you want to invest in Amazon stock, you're going to have at least $2,000 to buy one share of that stock through Robinhood. And if you don't have that much money, you can't buy Amazon stock through these apps. The good news is there is a platform out there called M1 Finance that is relatively new that allows you to buy fractional shares. You can buy as little as 1/10,000th of a share of a stock, and that means that you can buy Amazon stock or you can buy Google stock without investing over $1,000. So M1 Finance is just like Robinhood. They are completely free. They have a $100 minimum account balance, but they do not charge any kind of commission or annual fee to use the platform. And if you wanted to, you could go on M1 Finance, you could take your $100 and put 50% of your money in Google stock and 50% in Amazon by purchasing fractional shares. And in my opinion, this makes M1 Finance a superior platform to Robinhood because of the fact that you can buy fractional shares, be more diversified, and be able to get exposure to some of these stocks that trade at a very high share price. So that is why I prefer M1 Finance as a platform for beginners. I have a link for M1 Finance down in the description below. It is an affiliate link. If you guys want to use that, that is completely up to you. But if you are looking to buy individual stocks, you're going to be happy with Robinhood or M1 Finance. They are great platforms, and it really has lowered the barriers to entry to get started with the stock market. And it is a great way to get started, is to go out there and pick some stocks. And if you guys want to learn more about what stocks to pick, how to analyze investments, that's what my channel is all about. So make sure you guys check out some more videos on that topic. Okay, so third and finally, the third way that you can invest $100 is to invest in a business. Now, I know you guys are probably going to be laughing at me right now saying, what business could I possibly invest in with $100? But if you're a young person and you're not afraid to get your hands dirty, there are a number of different businesses you can start with as little as $100. First of all, the easiest business you can start is a car washing business. You need a bucket, you need some soap and a sponge. It's going to be a lot less than $100, and then you can be washing cars and detailing cars for people. If you don't like the idea of washing cars, well, maybe you could start a junk removal business. Wait a second, I don't have a truck. What you could do is line up a couple of customers in one day, rent a truck for the day, and then you could pay $100 for that truck rental, haul away junk for people, and maybe you're going to make $200 or $300 for the day. And then maybe down the road you reinvest that money into a truck of your own to continue your junk removal business. Third and finally, let's say you want to start a blog. You want to be a blogger. Well, you could pay for at least 6 months of website hosting with $100. There are so many different businesses you can start. Some of them are completely free, and there are a lot of them that are $100 or less. Now, if you guys are looking for more business ideas, jump over to my blog, investingsimple.blog, where I have 50 businesses that you can start with little or no money. It's going to have a lot more ideas like I mentioned there if you're looking to start a business with $100 or less. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up this video here. These are my 3 favorite ways to invest your first $100. The last thing I want to say, guys, is I just recommend you take some kind of action here. You want to start investing. You want to get started early. You want to get this ball rolling. So don't allow this to be something you put off for a couple of weeks or a couple of months. Get started now and get the ball rolling, regardless of what idea you follow or if you're going to do something else with that money. Don't leave it in your account or hold on to that cash. You're going to be tempted to spend it. Make sure you invest that money in your future. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you guys are new, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. And I will see you in the next video. If you are interested in learning more about investing in the stock market, I've created a free course just for you. The link is in the description below. Here are a few other videos you might enjoy as well.